Start 11th part. In 11th part we have to find value of x, y and z. To find this what we have to do, first use the concept of linear pair. Here I am using the concept of linear pair to find the value of angle 2, and 120 plus angle 2 is equals to 180, so angle 2 will equals to 60 degree. If angle 2 is 60, it means angle 1 is also 60, so both angle will equals to 60 degree. After that, add all the three angles together and use angle sum property to find the value of x. After that, to find the value of y, again we have to use linear pair with this angle 1, and then we will use this triangle, and with the help of angle sum property we will find the value of z. You can also use exterior angle property to find the value of z. So here first, to find the value of y we are using linear pair, then we are using exterior angle property. Now move to this question. We have to find value of x and y. So split here x in angle 1 and angle 2. To find the value of angle 1, here we have to use angle sum property. Angle 2, this angle is 90 degree. Angle 2 plus 90 plus y is equals to 180. We are able to find the value of angle 2, angle 2 and angle y. Because angle 2 and angle y both are equal, because sides are equal, then opposite angles are equal. So we are able to find angle 2 and y. Then move to here this. To find this value of angle 1, we will use exterior angle property. 40 plus angle 1 is equals to 90 degree. Then your angle 1 will become for 50 degree. Find the value of angle 1, what we have to do in this question, these sides are equal. Again we will say angle 1 is equals to angle 3. To find this angle 1, we will add all the three angles and write it equals to 180. With the help of angle sum property, your angle 1 will become 70. X is equals to angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 1 is 70 and angle 2 we have find here, that is 45 degree. So add that angles, you got the value of x, that is 115. Now move to your question number 3. Very important question. We have, before we start the question, let's understand the vertex angle and base angle. One, we have a isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal. The angles opposite to equal sides are known as base angle, and the remaining angle is known as vertex angle. So in this case, I suppose that these two sides are equal. It means these are two equal angles. Equal angles are considered as a base angle, and the remaining third angle is considered as a vertex angle. In this question, the angle of vertex of isosceles triangle is 100 degree. This angle is given 100 degree. Other two angles are equal. After adding all the three angles is equals to 180, then we are able to find the value of x. Similarly, in fourth question, again it is given in the question base angle, each base angle is 52. It means one base angle is 52, other is also 52, because base angle of isosceles triangles are always equal. We have to find vertex angle, that is equals to x. After adding, use the angle sum property and find the value of x. Now in question number 5, in an isosceles triangle, each angle is 4 times of its vertex angle. Base angle is equals to 4 times means 4 multiply vertex angle. We don't know the value of base angle and vertex angle, so suppose your vertex angle x, so base angle will become 4x. So your triangle will become x, 4x, 4x. After adding all the three angle equals to 180, then x value is 20. If vertex angle is 20 degree, then base angle will become 4 into 20, that is 80 degree. Now move to question number 5. In question number 5, in question number 6, the vertex angle of an isosceles triangle is 15 more than each of its base angles. So it is given in the question that vertex angle is means equals to 15 more than each of the base angles. Suppose your base angle as a x, so vertex angle will become more than means plus x plus 15. After that, use angle sum property. After using angle sum property, find the value of x. If your value of x is 55, then base angle will become 55 and vertex angle will become 55 plus 15, that is 70 degree. Now in next question, question number 7, ratio is given, vertex angle and base angle ratio is 1:4. So suppose your vertex angle as 1x and base angle as 4x. So both base angle are equal, so 1x plus 4x is equals to 180. Then solve it, find the value of x, replace the value of x in both vertex angle and base angle, you got the required result. Now in question number 8, it is given in the question that triangle is right angle triangle. It means one angle is 90 degree, other angles ratio is given 2:3. Let first angle 2x, second angle is 3x. Add all the three angles, write it equals to 180. Solve it, find the value of x, replace the value of x in the remaining angles, and that is your required result. Now in question number 9, vertex angle of isosceles triangle is 3 times the sum of other base angles. Sum means you have to add the base angle, but we don't know the base angle, so suppose your base angle as a x, so sum of base angle will become, because base angles are equal, so sum of base angle will become x plus x, that is 2x. 3 into 2 will become 6x. After adding all the three angles together, use angle sum property and find the value of x, replace the value of x in the given angle, that is your required result. Now move to question number 10. In question number 10, in the given figure, BI and CI are the bisectors of the angle AB, ACB and angle BIC. Angle ABC and angle ACB. This BI is a bisector of this angle B and IC is a bisector of angle C, and we have to find this value, angle BIC. Bisector means divide anything in two equal parts. If you bisect a line, it means you divide the line in two equal parts. Here they are bisecting an angle, it means these two angles are equal. So in this question, we suppose we will start the sum. First of all, find these two angles with the help of this big triangle, angle ABC. Triangle ABC. AB is given, AB is equals to AC. If sides are equal, their opposite angles are equal. It means this angle and this complete angle, suppose it as a x to find the value of x. Both angles. So this complete angle will become here 70 degree. Both are 70, 70. It is given in the question that line bisect the angle. Bisect the angle means line divide this angle in two equal parts. If complete is 70 degree, this half will become 70, 35, 35. Divide here 70. You got these angles 35, 35. In this triangle, this angle is also 35. This one is also 35. Use angle sum property and find this angle 35 plus 35 and angle BIC, and you got the answer 110. Now your last question is question number 11. In question number 11, we have to find the value of A and B, and we have to express A in terms of B. As we know that all three sides are equal. If all three sides are equal, it means it is an equilateral triangle. Each angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So all interior angles, these angles will become 60 degree, 60 degree and 60 degree. So find the value of A and B with the help of linear pair. Both angles are 120 degree. It means we will write angle A in terms of B, that both angles are equal and equals to 120 degree. Now in the first case, they told that suppose that angle B is 120. If your angle B is 120, it means the opposite side of this, if your angle B is 130, these two sides are equal, the corresponding side will not be equal. So what we will do, we want to find the value of A. To find the value of A, we have to use exterior angle property, because A value depends on the value of x. So these, if two lines are equal, their corresponding angles are equal. After adding x plus x equals to 130 with the help of exterior angle property, sum of two interior angle is equals to exterior angle. Your x value is 65, then use the linear pair to find the value of A. Similarly, in the second part, they told that suppose that value of B is 105. Same what we have to do again, we suppose these two angles are equal, find this equal angle and then use the linear pair to find the value of A. To find the value of A, your A value will become 127.5. Only till question number 11, it is in your syllabus. Next questions are not in syllabus. Question number 12 and 13 is not in the syllabus. Complete your exercise, complete it in your notebook. try these sums, revise it. If any doubt, then you can ask. Thank you so much. Have a good day.